Hey, YouTube, welcome back. I appreciate y'all being here with me. It means a lot to me that y'all are here letting me share with you and with my future self also. If y'all don't know what these videos are about, please do check out some of the first couple weeks videos, kind of give you an understanding of why I'm doing this and what these videos are about. But in an effort not to allow institutions to define my being, I decided to do a video on something other than school. That being, my diet and a little bit about fasting too. Um, so my thoughts, I did another take earlier today, and my thoughts on it were a little bit scatterbrained. So I just got on the computer and kind of wrote some things out that I wanted to share with y'all, and I hope you get something from it, and I hope you stick with it. It's a little bit of a longer video, but take your time with it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you do, give it a like. Give it a like, all right, so here goes. This is what I wrote out for y'all. In an effort, oh no, I already said that. It is important for us to consider and evaluate the basic needs of our physical bodies if we want all aspects of our being, material, spiritual, mental, and emotional, to operate cohesively. I'm far from perfect, just like anyone else, but in the last 5 years or so of my life, I have discovered a most definite correlation between what goes into my body and what comes out of my life and experience. How can we expect our mental and emotional states to be at peace when we disregard what is fueling it? For a number of years, I ate whatever was convenient, whatever was available, and didn't consider it to be of much importance. Looking back on that time, I noticed how my mental and emotional states would fluctuate greatly and with irregularity. I thought that this was just the way life works and submitted myself to just dealing with whatever was happening at any given time, a sense of not controlling it because I wasn't controlling myself. I didn't know that an irregular diet could affect me in any way other than physical. When I started to take control of my diet, though, I noticed a change in my outlook on life and started seeing my emotional states begin to stabilize also. This isn't to say that when I changed my diet, my life instantly became easy. It's kind of been an ongoing progress, but life still happens no matter what. However, I did begin to notice a direct causal correlation between my diet and my overall well-being. This year's events, it's August 2020, the time I'm recording this. This year's events were really a blessing for me to be able to take greater control of my diet. I am thankful for that and see it as a positive outcome stemming from the negative worldwide events beyond my control. It's a blessing in disguise in other areas of my life too, but I think those are more for later videos maybe. But while I'm considering this, I do want to mention that I believe our diet of information and what we choose to occupy our minds with can also have a correlation in the opposite direction, kind of giving us physical instability also. Where was I? Since March this year, I've eaten a total of 2 meals that weren't prepared in my kitchen or the kitchen of a family member. So it's been really good for me this year. But my diet now, I'll go into my diet. On my off days, it's mostly vegetables and rice, some sweet potato, and a few other starches. I eat oats with hemp seed. If y'all don't know about hemp seed, check it out. It's got the exact proportion of omegas that your body uses. It's a great protein source. But I eat oats with hemp seed at least 3 times a week, normally 4 or 5. And if it's not oats with hemp seed, I eat whole grain toast with avocado and egg. The vegetables I eat are mostly leafy greens, kale and chard and spinach. I eat a lot of lima beans, hummus, zucchini, tomato, broccoli. Those are normally on my list each week. Some of those. I really like vegetable crudité with hummus. It's one of my favorite meals on my off days. On my work days, though, I pack a simple deli sandwich that I split between my 2 breaks, and I have a yogurt with the first one, and then about 3 to 4 servings of fruit in that time that I'm at work. The only added sugar in my overall diet is in my yogurt right now. When I get home from work, I eat meat and veg meals that I prep ahead of time. I have it ready on my oven-proof plates, toss it in while I get cleaned up or feed Mr. Kitty or whatever else, stare at my phone for a minute or whatever else I do. Sometimes I'll have the veggies ready to warm up and sear a piece of fish to go with it, and it's still quick and easy when I'm tired from a long shift. So that's it. That's pretty much it. That's what my diet looks like. But I did want to talk about fasting too. I started doing 3-day water fasts about 2 years ago. This is the other main contributing factor of where my diet is today. A water fast is when you have no caloric intake whatsoever. Sometimes I may have black coffee or tea, a pinch of sea salt, but that's it other than water. This gives my body a chance to reset and my mind to consider and really evaluate what it is I'm putting into it. I'm not a medical practitioner or anything. I'm not giving y'all advice. I'm just sharing my life with y'all. I do need to put that disclaimer in there for the YouTubers. But I do emphasize tapering my diet and restricting myself from starch for 24 hours before a fast to give my body a head start with ketosis, kind of encouraging autophagy by the time day 2 of the fast starts. But I do encourage y'all to do some research if you do choose to have this kind of experience for yourself. Check out the different methods of breaking and everything. It's a really interesting topic. But fasting for me is not all about my physical body and boosting my immune system. Fasting also allows me to gain a deeper appreciation of simple everyday things that we take for granted. For example, water. It's no great mystery, and most people understand that water is the driving force of all life. But I believe that many people lose sight of the importance of simple, necessary basics that allow us to be the amazing creations that we are. If you believe life is sacred, you will need to understand that water is just as sacred. No water, no life, right? So while fasting, this particular line of thought can kind of be used as a stepping stone to gain appreciation for other simple things, that most of us don't practice considering. We're too busy paying attention to the things we can't change about the world and the institutions and whatever else, right? We're too busy with everything. We don't take the time to kind of pump the brakes and really listen to ourselves. Do I really have time to reflect on the life force of creation? Yes, you do. I believe in you. You do have the time. Take some. But, it's the gateway, considering that as kind of the gateway of the life is sacred mentality. And that's pretty much it. That's what I wrote out for y'all. I hope y'all got something from this, and I love all of y'all. Y'all, please be good to each other, and we will see you in the future.